Hey friends, welcome to my channel or my podcast, depending where you're watching or listening to this from. I am Isa-Welly, a business mentor and digital strategist for well-being practitioners that are looking to grow their income and their impact using digital group offers. In other words, you want to make more money online. So welcome to this series that I've created specifically for you. And this is the first class, and we're going to talk about why your first offer that you have created didn't sell. And you haven't created an offer yet, that's totally fine, because I'm going to share with you 3 key things you want to be looking out for when creating an offer that you want to make sure is selling. Now, before we dive in, I want to give you a quick background in case you're thinking, well, who are you to teach me this, right? So I spent the last decade in the wellness industry myself. I used to be a Pilates teacher, a nutritional therapist, a registered nutritional therapist, and a life and well-being coach. So I have supported dozens of women on a one-to-one on high ticket, what we call high ticket offers, working with them for 6 months to a year, really helping them with the health and wellness. But I've also supported over 5,000 students through my Pilates and nutrition programs. And these were the group programs. Now, my main platform has always been YouTube, and I have another channel here, my very first channel. You can go and have a peek at it at the time of recording in July 2025. We are at 400,000 viewers, which is incredible. And I will share more about that, the growth of the community, how it has supported me, and how it still supports me right now. Now, being able to have nutrition programs and serving that amount of people has allowed me to create incredible impact, because here's the thing, and I know you're going to relate to this, but I used to teach in studios here in London, going from a studio to another to teach 1 or 2 classes, earning 40 to 50 pounds an hour max, and really giving a lot. You know, teaching is physical, is demanding. And nutritional therapy is also quite demanding because it requires you to do some research. So I'll have like a client, which I'll charge 85 pounds, but I've worked 3 to 4 hours to get that protocol ready. So having Pilates and nutrition programs and those digital offers really allowed me to create more space in my life to actually look after myself as a well-being practitioner, and be there for the things that I really want to be there, whether it's like my parents, my family, create more impact, and just have more space, be in charge of my time and my space. So while building that business model, I followed many trainings. I'm a marketing nerd. I actually studied a master's in marketing years ago. I'm talking 2003. And yes, I am not that young. Before becoming a professional dancer, I actually did a master's in international marketing. So I've always loved marketing. I'm such a nerd in all of that. And I've done a lot of trainings the past 10 years to be able to sell my programs, to understand what marketing is, to be able to sell from a place of integrity. But ultimately, I've learned the most from my launches, from putting myself out there, from trying. I had incredible launches where I made over 5 figures with one product. And I had some really big flops as well, where I made like, at least for me, they were flops because I had a big following, but where I'll make like 2,000-3,000 pounds. And I've learned so much from those. And I launched products from 7 pounds to 497 pounds. So quite a big range. And my one-to-one was at 3,000 plus. So I've sold at quite different price points. And ultimately, my learnings and the things I'm going to be passing on to you, yes, some of them are kind of theoretical, but this is also tried and tested. This is my experience, and this is what I've been teaching my mentees. My career has evolved into, business mentoring, because so many people were asking me, how did you do that? Let me know. So I've been actually mentoring behind the scenes since 2020. Shout out to my first mentees during the pandemic. I was already helping a Pilates teacher, yoga teachers, friends of mine get online, and create that first offers. And I was really into it, but it's only in 2025 that I did the full switch to fully focus on business mentoring. Now, through this series, what I want to do, I want to give you the tools to design an offer that sells with ease, because that's the basics. Of course, there are some foundational things that we're going to look into throughout the series that will really help you boost and supercharge your sales. But let's start with designing the actual offer. And this is whether you're like a Pilates teacher, yoga, human design, herbalist, nutritionist, astrologist, no matter what you do. Actually, as a fact, I've just signed a client last week, Nicole, and she's an accountant. And here's the thing, it's because I speak to her challenge. I have the solution to her problem. So, and we'll talk about that as well. It's not necessarily, and I will teach you how to speak to, without thinking you have to niche crazy, but to speak to a specific transformation. And that will open you the doors. I know that feels a little bit scary for a lot of practitioners. Like, oh my God, I can only talk about people that have constipation, but you get specific with each offer. Anyway, I want to help you basically remove the overwhelm and create more spacious freedom for you to design a life that feels really authentic to you and exciting. And I know when we have more space, especially us soul-led well-being practitioners, we have more space and time to think. We come up with so much more. We're more creative. We can support our community so much better. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. So you created your offer with love, and you know it is such a powerful offer. You put it out there. You're exciting. This is launch day. You put your little graphic. You spend hours on Canva designing it. You're so excited. You're like, oh my God, you're a little bit nervous. You put it out, and all you get is crickets. Nothing. You're heartbroken. You're so disappointed by the sales. You feel like you have to actually beg people to get it. And you're wondering, why is this happening? I know my work is powerful. I served so many clients. I've taught so many classes. I know my shit. I know I'm good at this. I can see some of my colleagues doing this so well. What's happening here? And here's the thing. This is not your fault. And this doesn't mean that people don't want your offer, your community don't want your offer, or that you're not good enough, or that your audience is too small, right? This is something I really want you to get and really understand. Not selling your offer, your first offer, doesn't mean you're not good enough, your audience is too small, the price is too high, or any of these things. Nothing is wrong with your work. What's missing here is one key thing, is clarity. Is clarity. And this happens a lot in the health and wellness industry. I see so many offers, and I've done this myself, where it's not really clear what we're getting. And in a world like right now in July 2025, where we live in a saturated, noisy world, right? All markets are saturated, especially our market, the well-being market, right? So you want to be super clear on what this offer you have for your community is going to do for them. They want to feel seen and heard. So if I say to you, oh, come, I'm going to teach you how to earn more money. Okay, but doing what? Like what? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you want to know a little bit more. Oh, I can help you build your business. Okay, that's vague. Oh, you're a well-being practitioner. I can teach you how to use your modalities to create a group program and sell your first, so you can get your first £1,000. Isn't that more specific? Right? And I think you will choose that over someone else, or over another copy where I say, hey, let me show you how to earn more money online. It's vague. Doing what? Well, there's so many things you can do online, right? One-to-one, or like, what am I doing? So the clarity piece is often what's missing here. And I want to break that clarity thing into 3 different things for you here. And again, these are things I see often. These are things I've done. And I know they will support you. Number 1, you created an offer without testing it, especially if you're still new in the online world, or perhaps you're new with your modality, you haven't been doing it for a while. So you're not really sure, you haven't had enough clients, say, to see and understand, is this working? Is this working? So what we do a lot of the time is we beta test the offers, right? Because we want to know if first, if there's a demand for it and are we getting the results, right? Because sometimes you might think, oh, I've seen this offer. Someone else created something similar. Let me do it. But does your community want it? That's really important. Do they want it? Do they want this thing that you have, right? Or is it something you made because you wanted to do it for yourself? Again, I've done this a few times and these were offers I loved creating. I'm thinking about my Feel Good. I created a Feel Good Pilates that I was so excited about. I filmed it when I was home in Togo in West Africa. Beautiful scenery. And in that program, it's called a Feel Good Pilates program. I had over 10 classes. It's such a good program. Till this day, I think it's so good. But from a marketing standpoint, I understand why it flopped. I think I maybe sold like 40 of it. And it wasn't an expensive one. It was £69, right? Compared to other offers that I had that were way more expensive, where I would sell like 200, 300. And here's the thing. First of all, he said, I didn't ask if my community wanted a feel good. It wasn't clear enough. It was too broad. And they just didn't resonate with it. I loved it because I created it from a place of love, in a place that I love. But I didn't ask them, what do you need at the moment? And that was a big mistake, right? So, and it was also very technical. And that's another thing that I see. I'll see nutritionists, your nutritionist in fertility or things like that. They'll create offers that are quite technical. And here's the thing you want to remember. Your audience really, truly doesn't care about the actual program you're selling them. They actually don't. Just like you don't care about a program or something irrelevant that I'm going to tell you. What you care about is, what is that going to do for you? Okay, she has a program. She has something that's going to help me create an offer that will sell more. Okay, I want that because I want the results. I want to sell more. I'm not here just wanting to go through programs, right? So number one, you create something without testing it. So go out there and test it. Number two, it's kind of similar, but it's not. Does it fit the community you currently have? So if you've been your nutritional therapist in, let's go with fertility again, and you often talk about how the hormonal imbalance can affect fertility. You talk about how PCOS can affect fertility, things like that. But all of a sudden, you create a program on blood sugar balance without actually linking it to the fertility. Your community, they're not experts. They may think, I don't actually see the link of this. What is this about, right? Why is she selling me something blood sugar? This is not for me. They don't realize that perhaps, and again, I'm just giving examples. I'm not a fertility fertility expert, but they might not realize how blood sugar imbalance, what does that cause? What's the link? How can that affect their fertility, their hormones, X, Y, Z, right? So does your offer fit the community you currently have? Do they resonate with it? Are you talking all the time about constipation and bloating and all of a sudden doing an offer on hormonal balance, right? So make sure whatever you create is aligned with the content, with the things you've been talking about, with the things you've been talking about. And again, later on, I will show you how before you launch an offer, you have to prepare your audience for at least 6 weeks, right? Prepare them with relevant content. Relevant content would be the content that is linked to the offer you're selling, right? If you're offering a yoga course for runners, so you'll start talking about the perfect yoga movement, the perfect breathing pattern, or whatever it is that is linked to the running. So you're already attracting those people into your world, but also you have their attention. They're like, oh my God, yeah, this is me, this is me. And then boom, you come with the solution to that problem. You don't just appear like this with an offer out of nowhere, right? You got to warm up your audience, you got to warm up your audience. Number 3, and this I believe is the most important, your transformation, or rather the transformation, isn't clear. Is it sorry, is it crystal clear to you? Is it crystal clear to them? Can you explain in one sentence what this offer is going to do to your client? Feel good, unfortunately, is not good, is not specific enough, right? Get a visual. Like, feel good, there are so many feel good things. And why would they do it with you, right? Why would they do this feel good Pilates thing, program or class with you? Keep calm, reset your nervous system. See how kind of like broad these things are? As opposed to, hey, this is a 6 weeks breathwork, meditation, Pilates, whatever it is that you do, plug in your modality. This is a 6 weeks modality, blah, blah, blah course that will help you reduce anxiety so that you don't have to rely on scrolling every night to feel calm. Boom, boom. It is so clear. Now, you know that your offer is going to give them that anyway, but they don't know that. They want to make sure, hey, can you see me? Are you sure this is for me? Can you tell me this is for me? Don't make them like scroll and understand and like just be crystal clear. Give them those examples. Hey, this is a Pilates program for beginners that feel stiff, that have no power, no strength, lower back pain, that want to be able to lift their case and put it on top of the cabin to be able to feel strong in a safe way. The 6 weeks Pilates program is for you. You're going to get strength with ease with only 20 minutes a day. See how that is already a little bit more specific than, hey, I've got a Pilates course for you. It's a feel-good program. Everybody wants to feel good. Everybody. But not everybody has the same issue. Not everybody wants to feel good the same way, right? So forget about the feel good, the reset your nervous system, the get flexibility, the this, the that. Get specific, get visual, get super clear with that transformation. And that way, your people will feel seen, the people you want to attract. And if you're thinking, damn, I actually don't know. Well, think about maybe this yourself years ago. For me, for example, doing this series, filming this series or creating content for me right now is pretty easy because I have clients at the moment that I'm mentoring. So I use them as an example. I see where they're struggling. I scroll through people's feeds, old colleagues. I see what's happening, who's not selling, why they're not selling. I can see the patterns, but also, and more importantly, I've been there myself. So if I feel stuck, I'm like, okay, what did I used to do? I go back to my store, which I still have, my old Pilates nutrition store. I look at the programs. I'm like, this one never really sold. I go back to the sales page and I'm like, oh, I see. So perhaps you are your ideal client, or perhaps you had that one client that they were like, okay, this is like my dream person. She's this, she's that, and she's also ready to pay me. She knows she needs my services. That is your dream client, right? Who is your dream client? Think about her and think about what it is that she wants to achieve. You create the program for it. And when you tell it to her, you sell it to her, tell her what it is that it's going to do for her. That way, it doesn't even feel like you're selling. It just feels like, hey, I'm offering you this incredible gift, right? And it's an exchange. It's an exchange. Money is energy. It's an exchange, right? You're going to do this thing and you're going to feel stronger with just 20 minutes a day. Your core is going to be so strong. Your back pain is going to go. You're going to loosen up your hip flexors. And because of all of that, you're going to feel so much more confident. You're going to be able to go on long walks. These are the things you want to know. You go on long walks. It's going to be amazing. No more back pain when you're walking for 2 hours in the countryside. You're going to be able to play with your grandkids, pick them up without feeling or fearing that you're going to end up in hospital. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, be specific what it is that this offer is going to do for your people. And again, I really believe that this is the most important thing. If you have a strong offer and I know you do because you're talented, you know what you're doing, right? If you have a really beautiful, strong offer, you know it's going to deliver results, please don't waste your time on Canva designing the thing, forcing people to buy it. No, focus on, is this clear? Is the transformation clear? Am I clear in the copy? Can I articulate that to people clearly so that they see themselves and they just hand me the wallet, they just hand me the money, right? This is what we want. So that's it for the first class. Let's have a quick recap. So if your first offer, your group offer didn't sell, or you've written it and it's collecting dust in your laptop and you're thinking, okay, I'm not sure how to do this, it's not a sign to give up, right? Especially if you didn't sell, it is a signal to refine the offer with the right structure and your work will land. People will get it. And for that, I have a little gift for you. It's a free 40 minutes training. It's called How to Build a Profitable Offer. You can download it via the link in my bio or in the show notes. And I share with you my 5-step method. I have a simple, really clear method that I use when I'm creating an offer. It includes how to map the transformation. We're going a little bit further. I give you some prompts to really help you how to choose the right offer model structure, the pricing. So I really help you through 5 key steps to design, to build that offer so that it is profitable and sells on its own. Again, of course, there are a couple of other things like your community, building the community that come into play when you're selling the offer. But when you have a strong offer already that is easy to sell, everything is so easy. So let me know in the comments below, if you had any aha moments, if you're like, oh my God, yes, I've made this mistake. Yeah, I always want to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here. This channel is brand new, right? If you're watching this on YouTube, so your help will be much, much appreciated. Like, subscribe, share with a colleague, with a friend, and make sure to get the training because it's going to support you tremendously. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next class.